Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I finally come to a decision on whether I'm going to go lease or company. Ultimately, I settled on going lease. The primary reason is due to the way that I plan on running, the fact that I don't have any dependents, I don't have a family to go home to. I'm going to be out on the road and just constantly running all the time. Going lease is the better option for me as an individual. I did ask some questions about going company. One of the things that I needed to clarify before I made the decision was the compensation, which is 48 cents a mile. However, there are some variables there. So for example, if you're a regional driver, take the Northeast region, for example, you would be compensated more than 48 cents per mile. However, I wasn't able to get the exact figure due to not being able to reach the reference that the person who I was given to refer to get that information. I was unable to get her on the phone, so I couldn't actually get those numbers for you all. So it's not to say that a person can't be successful if they go company. I think you can, especially even just doing the math at 48 cents per mile. However, with the things that I need to do and what I'm trying to accomplish and the amount of time that I'm going to be out on the road and how I'm going to be running, I'm not going to be taking a bunch of home time. So if I'm getting compensated by the mile and I'm running a lot of miles, let's just say I'm pulling a little over 3,000 miles. That means I'm bringing in about $1,500. That's before taxes. After taxes, I'm probably looking at just a little shy over $1,000. So let's just spitball it and say $1,200. For what I need to accomplish and what I am trying to do, that's not going to work for me. So what I now need to figure out is, now that I'm definitely going to go lease, is whether I'm going to do a short lease, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get to a position where I can purchase my own truck and be an owner-operator and actually build my business credit. Now, there are all sorts of other ways that you can build your business credit. Like, you can open up a line of credit with like Uline and some other organizations for like buying your tools and things like that. So there are ways to do it, but one of the biggest ways to do it is through the truck, which is a large financial investment in your business. And I want that to reflect in my business credit. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So I need to figure out whether I'm going to do the short lease or whether I'm going to do a long lease. I could potentially go ahead and just get a new truck, sign a 3-year lease. If I signed a 3-year lease, this is an assumption that by the time I'm getting close to ending the lease, that Prime will have reinstated their lease purchase program and I can just purchase the truck. That's an assumption. So I'm not necessarily going to say that that's going to be what happens, because that may not happen. But a lot changes within 3 years' time. I know right now the White House, they were just talking about recently doing an investigation on these lease purchase programs. So there may be some changes coming down the pipe that we're just not aware of at this time. There's already things that are changing right now. For example, on a state level, I believe it might have been Michigan, where they're talking about paying drivers overtime pay for having to wait as shippers and receivers. So things are changing little by little. It's just a matter of time. So I am leaning more towards doing a short lease, and just to give myself some time to see what happens. Also, I may be in a position where I can purchase a truck a lot faster than if I were to wait the 3 years with a 3-year lease. So I'm going to weigh my options there. I got a couple more things to do for the upgrade process. I have to do my computer-based training videos and those sort of videos. I didn't do them today because I wasn't certain whether I was going to go company or lease, and depending upon which I chose was going to be what types of CBTs I'd be given. So I'll do those tomorrow. I have one more class, and then after that, it's just a matter of sending an email to let them know I've finished all the requirements to upgrade, and then they'll get me on the driver wait list, and then next step is officially getting a truck. So just wanted to let you know that that's what I decided to do. I was real close to going company. I really was. but it's just not financially viable for my plans. That's the only reason why I'm not going company, is I need to be able to bring in money quickly. Now, I do understand that what I'm going to be netting is going to be before taxes, so I will be setting aside about 25 to 30% of what I'm bringing in for taxes. I'm also going to be looking into making quarterly payments on my taxes as well, so that way I don't have to worry about getting hit at the end of the year. So I'm very much planning on making sure that, CYA, I'm covered in all areas as far as how I run my business, how I'm bringing in income, where my investments are going. So that's another thing too, is when I bring my money in, I'm definitely going to be reinvesting some of that money, not just into getting another truck, but putting money into an escrow account, so that way I gain a little bit of interest on that. So the money that I set aside for taxes, I'll do that. I'll probably do some other things as well with a little bit of income, and diversify my investments and put a little bit of money into the stock market. Not too much, but just a little bit, so that way I can sit on it, because there are a couple of companies that personally I will invest in. I know the direction that they're headed in, so that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Just that's the direction that I'm taking. But anyways, I'm hungry. I'm getting ready to eat. Don't forget, click that like button and subscribe. Helps the channel. Helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Algorithm. And yeah, I'll catch up with you all later. Peace.